Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, put your sweats on for me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. Hands up high. Till I feel the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room perfume. Go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you. And you're in the mood for empathy. It's blood in my pen. Better yet, with your friends and them. I really wanna know you all. I really wanna show you off. Fuck God, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you cursed his name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga, don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga, that ain't good, came home and sorry. They say conversation rule a nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S. You can get it, you can get it, you can get it.
Yo, welcome to the Experience and the West Side Media. You already know we're simulcasting on both channels, but we had to bring back something that we haven't done in a month. I calculated it in a goddamn month. But shout out to everybody, man. How you doing, Erno? How you doing? It's been a while. I can't hear you for some reason. I still can't hear you. I don't know I don't know if you disconnected something. Yo, you disconnected something. I ain't gonna lie, you disconnected something. I don't know what Ern disconnected while he gets that situated. Shout out to everybody, man. Hopefully everybody's having a blessed Saturday so far, man.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there you go.
All right.
There you go. You're good to go. How you feeling though? How you feeling?
Pretty good. And yourself?
I'm feeling good. You feel me? I'm feeling good. It's good to be back. You know, I took like a 12 days off my channel alone, so it's been a little bit of a while, but already did a live a couple days ago. Now we back here on the West
Yep,
Side
yep.
Experience. You feel me? But how
Yes,
you feeling
indeed.
about everything, man? There's been a lot going on. There's been a lot going on. Derek Carr. I know you've been one of his biggest supporters. He's officially gone, released. There's a lot of questions. The question for me, the biggest question is the two questions. Actually, the two biggest questions are the questions that I put on the title as what's the next move and is it win now? That's the question. Are we just gonna stay here or we're not? Uh, he's. I already know what
the,
you're gonna say.
the
I
next
already know.
move is a legitimate question. Is it win now? Motherfucker, win what? A game? What the fuck? We're trying to
This motherfucker. Shout
win
out to
now.
Shout out to Robert Pena in the building, man. They gave a shout out to everybody, man. North Cal Raider Jesse in the building. What's good, Jesse? Good to see you. Mr. Took Your Soul in the building. Willie Wayne, what's good? What's good? Good to see you guys, man. Hope all is well. Dominic 5 in the building. Graham Cam. We'll talk about that. Eric Bieniemy leaving the Chiefs. It's an interesting topic to discuss. Egalitarian in the building. What's good, Egalitarian? Anthony Estrada, what's good, man? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Eric, let's talk about it. Haven't been live since DC release. Yeah. We'll talk about it. Shout out to Cool Kev in the building. Loro Cheetahs is in the building as well. Dark Atheist. Let me see. Forehand, anyone catch the Vegas Vipers game? They blew their lead in the most Raider way fashion. Yeah. I actually because there's not many teams in the XFL. They kind of cut it down, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. There's a total of 8 teams. Am I mistaken, y'all? There's like 8 teams.
Hey, you know what? You know what
San
just dawned on me?
1, 2. What
Since
happened?
we moved to Vegas, we've been horrible. We've been getting leads and blowing them, right? And then the Vegas Vipers do the same thing. It made me think, it's like, is that like a Vegas theme? And I'm like, what happens when you go to Vegas? You
I
get a
don't
lead,
know.
you go up on the house by like $200-$300, and you give all that shit back in another $700. It's like the most Vegas thing ever. Think about it.
Yeah, it's 8 teams now. Of course, if you guys didn't know this, I mean, when the XFL was a different thing, I don't know if I'm getting a mistaken. There was a team in LA. I think they were called the LA Wildcats or some shit. Or something. I forgot what it's called. Hold on, let me actually look it up because I want to make sure. It was like Los Angeles something, bro. They were in. Yeah, it's right there. The Los Angeles Wildcats. Yeah, there we go. They were in the XFL, but now they're not. I believe they're not anymore. There's only a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to start off the XFL coming back. The Arlington Renegades, DC Defenders, Houston Roughnecks, Orlando, San Antonio, Seattle, San Luis, Vegas. So me, I was kind of on the LA, of course, because I'm
Three
over here.
Texas
But
teams.
now I'm going for the Vegas Vipers because there's no fucking LA team. And yeah, the Vegas Vipers did bad today. If you guys didn't know, their coach, the Vegas Vipers coach, is actually one of the best to ever touch a football on the defensive side of the ball, Rod Woodson. We're very familiar with Rod Woodson. He is the
Yeah,
coach for the Vegas Vipers. On
really.
offense, the silver and black is related to this guy. Well, had him on a team for 1 year. Martavis Bryant, that was an ex-Steeler. He's a receiver for the Vegas Vipers. And then on the defense side of the ball, we actually had him recently. Vic Beasley Jr., I believe. Vic Beasley
Okay.
Jr., the edge. So those are your two main guys on both sides of the ball. And then you got your other guys are surrounding them, and then Rod Woodson being your coach. So, I'm a Vegas Viper fan this year. I mean, until LA comes back with the fucking team, I'm sticking with the Vegas Vipers. With the XFL, I'm not really like as loyal as I am with other teams like the Dodgers. I'm loyal to the Raiders, the Lakers, all those teams, the Kings. But when it comes
You
to
got to be loyal
XFL,
to the Lakers to still be a fan after these niggas don't even make the playoffs.
hey, stop hating. We won. We made trades. That's what I like. We made
We'll see if
trades.
you guys win when it counts the most, like around like NBA Finals time. You know what I'm saying?
This motherfucker. Shout out to Farhand in the building. Cool Kev was good. Raiderzilla in the house was good. Raiderzilla. This is the shit that happens when you don't go live together in a month. I know he cuts off his fucking mic and shit. Trade for Mac Jones. We'll talk about what we should do. Shout out to Raider Way in the building. Raider Bob. Salute. Shout out to Big Worm. What's good, Big Worm? Sebastian Gonzalez in the building.
Worm, what's happening?
You guys. Rob
Sebastian
Wilson, Hall of Fame.
in WA. Hey.
Shout out to everybody, man. LA Wildcats. Yes. So I was correct. Yeah, the LA Wildcats. They don't have it no more. So we made trades. The Lakers did. If that's what you're referring to, the Lakers did. We traded Pat Bev away. We traded Thomas Bryant away. We traded 2 first-round picks. We ended up getting D'Angelo Russell back, which I like a lot. Hachimura,
You
a
better hope
really
you
good
don't
young
tell on
talent.
you better hope you don't tell on nobody, bro.
And then we got Mo Bamba. Yeah, Mo Bamba. I know. Don't tell anybody. Shout out to Mo Bamba as well, man. And I think this Lakers team is built to win now. I believe so. On paper, let me say this out loud. On paper, we know when it's on paper, it's a whole different thing when it comes to other things. And Ern is just hating, bro. Like his Curry is out for like 2 fucking months. Shout out to RT6 in the
We already
building.
know what's gonna happen when Curry comes back, though. It's gonna be the same thing that happened last year when Clay came back.
This motherfucker. God damn. He said Oakland Athletics 2023 World Series champs. JK, we will be lucky to win 65 games this season.
Bro, we'll be lucky to have more than 200 people at any fucking given game.
This motherfucker. Shout out to Michael Guerrero in the building, man. Shout out to MG in the building, man. He said Warriors. Dark Atheist says Warriors.
Hey, you know what?
RT6 says I'm high as fuck. Hi everyone.
I'm gonna go to the A's game this year sometime during the game and give me some head in the outfield, like in the bleachers.
Christ.
We're gonna make that a tradition. Every year somebody got to be seen getting some head. It might as well be me, you know what I'm saying?
This motherfucker. It's not like nobody's gonna go, so you're probably gonna be caught right away.
Ain't nobody gonna see. I mean, nobody be there.
Well, the cameras captured the last one pretty easily.
I mean, they thought nobody was gonna be there too.
They did. Salute Eric and Ern. Vegas still has Rodgers at negative 350. Heavy favorites to land with the Raiders, but we will see. We'll talk about Aaron Rodgers. You know what? We'll talk about Aaron Rodgers. I talked about it a couple days ago. I want to see Ern's perspective on this Aaron Rodgers fiasco. If you guys wanted to know what I feel, pretty much all I gotta say is we did the same thing with Tom Brady. But go ahead, Ern. Let us know you think Aaron
Rodgers. It has to be a 2-piece combo, bro. It can't be just throwing the Aaron Rodgers as a one-punch haymaker, bro. We got to get Aaron Rodgers and draft the quarterback to develop under him because he's only going to be around for 2 years, bro. Maybe 3 if things go well. You know what I'm saying? So we got to have somebody develop and learn underneath them. But with a guy like Rodgers, it's going to be kind of hard because Rodgers was like, remember how he got done by Brett Favre when he came into the NFL? Brett Favre was like, nigga, it ain't my fucking job to teach this motherfucker. He gonna learn. It's gonna be on his own. So that's like the kind of somewhat from what I'm hearing, the attitude that Rodgers has taken with Jordan Love or whatever the fuck his name is. You know what I'm saying? So like we have to keep that into consideration as well. Is Rodgers going to be a good mentor to whoever we bring in to learn underneath them? I mean, Rodgers comes with a lot of baggage. Is he a great quarterback? He's an excellent quarterback. He might be one of the top 10 ever, possibly. Yeah. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he does come with a lot of baggage. Let's not act like it's just going to be like a bushel of peaches and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I totally agree, and I just don't know what's gonna happen. And actually, you know what? Let's here. I haven't had here. Give me a second. Let me send this on DMs real quick. Haven't been on live with his brother. Gabe, if you want to pop on, man, just hit that link in the DMs, brother. I haven't talked to you in a while on the panel. But, Aaron Rodgers. Gabe says Aaron Rodgers will be a Raider. I want to see his perspective on it. Raider Gabe preaching. Alfredo agrees as well. I mean, look it. Am I gonna be mad if we bring in Aaron Rodgers? No, because I feel like if you bring Aaron Rodgers, you're saying, hey, we want to win now. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, Aaron Rodgers don't got that much time left in the NFL, so that means it's crunch time. If Aaron Rodgers comes to the Raiders, that means it's win now guaranteed. And that also means that a lot of players will most likely say, hey, if Rodgers is going, hey, I'll try to go too. On top of that, I also feel like it's just the asking price that scares me. That's what scares me the most. I don't care about anything else but the asking price. Is what we took away their first. We gave them a first and second for Adams, a fucking steal. So now I want to see what we do with that Aaron Rodgers. To me, even though he's been a back-to-back MVP, he won the Super Bowl in 2012, I believe, 2011. I forgot when. And then, you got to give him credit with the accolades. But I don't think in this point of his career, he's a first-round pick worthy. I already said what I would give up. I would give up a third and a fifth. And that's all I'm doing. And if possibility, you could give up a second, but I ain't giving no first for Aaron Rodgers, bro. At all.
You
I
think
would
the
be mad.
Packers going to take a third and a fifth for Rodgers though?
Well, see, I've been seeing reports, which I'm not. I'm only gonna bring it up because the fact that I seen it, I just don't want people to think that it's 100% correct. But I will say that apparently the Packers are practically answering calls and very open to the idea of letting him go.
I
I don't
saw
know
that
what's
too.
happening there, but I do think that
They're
yeah,
frustrated with him because he's a me player. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And they're frustrated. They're trying to build a team, so they're frustrated. They're like, he got to go. I was seeing those reports a couple of days ago as well. Multiple GMs around the league are saying, like, from their contacts with other people in the Packers front office, that they're ready. They're tired of Aaron Rodgers bullshit. They want him to go.
Violator in the building was good. Violator.
What up, Violator? How you doing, sir?
Raider in the building was good. Dark Atheist, he says, hope they part ways and burn the contract of his so we can sign Rodgers too. I was seeing that too. I see somebody put it here. I think Bob said it. Yeah, Bob said it. That we would only need 15.25 million. That's why I don't really care about the cap space because 15.25 for Aaron Rodgers is pretty goddamn good deal. It's just the fact that what is their asking price? They're gonna give it to the highest bidder. At the end of the day,
Give them
there's teams
give,
that would give them multiple first rounders, I believe.
give them a 2, a Waller. Fuck it, you could have a Renfro too.
You know what? I think they would accept a trade with Waller and a pick, bro. I do believe that, bro. I do think that's a possibility, bro. Because they did want Waller back then. You remember, if you look at the timeline, they wanted Waller for Adams. But because he was on the franchise tag, you can't trade a player for player on a franchise tag. And they also were calling the Raiders organization during the trade deadline to go after Waller. And the organization said, no, we're not giving up Waller.
I don't know why the fuck you want to hold on to an injured ass player, bro. Get
I
that
think they
motherfucker
wanted to
healthy
test
and
him
ship
out.
him the fuck out of here.
I think they wanted to test him out because if you notice, remember how they said like they wanted to see how Derek Carr handled the next few games with the full offense. You remember that whole reports coming out and stuff like that. I think that was similar to Waller. How's Waller gonna play with everybody out there on the field? And I think they wanted to test that. And I think Waller did a good job. I don't know about you, but I think he came back decent enough for me to be like, hey, I'm willing to keep him. But if it takes Waller and a fifth rounder, let's just say Waller and a fifth rounder for Rodgers, you have to entertain it, not accept it, but entertain it. You feel me? Shout out to Active Provincial in the building. Was good, was good, was good. Um, Eric, you go live for any baseball classic games? Are you talking about the like USA versus the Dominican Republic versus Cuba and stuff? I don't necessarily watch that, but it looks entertaining. I don't know. I'm not gonna go live for any of them, but we'll see. I think I don't know how I'm gonna structure it. Like I'm still trying to figure out how to structure the channel for me. I don't know how I'm gonna structure it because I do feel like I'm gonna do a little bit of less Dodger and Laker content, if that makes sense, to bring up college football because college football does take a lot out of a channel when
But
it
wait,
comes to
wait, wait,
college
wait, wait,
football.
wait. The Lakers have 17 championships. You're not going to do that much content on the
Because
Lakers?
it's
And there's
gonna
17 championships, and the Dodgers had the best roster in all of Major
hey,
League
listen,
Baseball.
Ern.
And you're just
Listen,
going to
Ern.
neglect
Ern,
your
you got me
teams like
fucked up,
that?
bro. Because now I'm gonna do it, bro. Look at you got me messed up, bro. Listen. All right. I'm trying to bring college football to the channel, bro. That's already gonna take a big chunk of the channel, bro. As part, and the Raiders already take a big chunk of the channel. So at this point, I'm trying to figure out how to divide this shit, bro. Cause I ain't go. I don't know. I don't know right now. In the off season, though, right now, as of right now, I am gonna do a lot. There's gonna be a draft showing coming. I'm gonna say that a draft showing coming, film study that I've been saying, and then on top of that, the Raiders off season is gonna be interesting in the next few months. So that's gonna be mostly all the content in the off season. Shout out to Rafael Capitan. What's good, man? He said, I think we give up a second and Waller for Rodgers and picks. What picks from Green Bay would they give us? A fifth, a sixth, a seventh? You could see Rodgers in the fifth for second and
It would
Waller.
have to be a late round. I mean, there's no way
Yeah,
we're going to get anything higher than a fifth.
that's a fact.
If we're going to get picks in that, if they're going to send something back to us, it's going to be like a 5, 6, or 7.
That's a fact. That's a fact. He said, let me see. I think a fifth. Shout out to Al's Ghost in the building. What's good, Al's Ghost? Salute to you. Hope all is well. If you guys can hit that like button, man, we're live on 2 different channels. The West Side Media and then the SC Experience. We're live on 2 channels. We got a total of 40 plus right now in all total. So I appreciate you guys for being here. And hopefully everybody's Saturday afternoon going good. Hopefully everybody's weekend is going good. I'm excited to what's to come in the next week and a half. I mean, as you can see
Cool,
from my
Kev.
my beanie right here. You guys see this right here? You see this logo right here? If you guys don't know who this is
Oh, it looks like the LA Angels. It looks like it has a wing on there.
Hell
Looks
no.
like
This is
the Los
LAFC,
Angeles
bro.
Angels of Anaheim.
Listen, this is the LAFC. This is my soccer team. We won a championship last season. We won a championship. All right, our first championship. All right. But I'm excited.
That's the first championships Eric's seen in a long time.
Okay, you got me messed up. I seen the Lakers win in 2020 and in 2011, bro. When they went back to back, bro. Stop playing with me, all right. Stop playing with me. All right. The only team that I have not seen win a championship in my lifetime is the Raiders, bro.
That's because ever since you've been on this planet, bro, you've been bad luck to the Raiders, bro. Ever since you've been born, the Raiders have been ass.
You know how good luck I am? The moment I was born, that same season, we made the Super Bowl. So stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I'm good luck. Good luck. Even though we got our asses whooped in the Super Bowl, but we're Super Bowl bound soon. We're Super Bowl bound soon. I just don't know how soon.
I mean, Al Davis said that shit back in '84, bro. He said the greatest of the future, the greatest of the Raiders is in its future, bro.
Bro, look. All my teams have won a championship against.
I love my Raiders, bro, but this shit is ridiculous. All I can do is crack jokes and laugh about it at this point, bro.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
I swear, bro. That's how it be, bro. That's how it be.
Have you seen our opponents for this fucking season coming up this year, bro? I'm looking at the schedule. I'm like, nigga, we owe in like 3 games.
Bro, majority of the schedule is literally, bro. It's dead ass majority people that made the playoffs, bro. Like legit, I don't even think there's like 1 or 2 teams that didn't make the playoffs, and that's including us and the goddamn.
It's like the fucking Bears, bro. The Bears and the Broncos. Those give me our only easy games.
And all these teams are gonna get better. All these.
The Broncos are gonna be drastically improved this year. Just watch.
Here, let me see if I could pop up the. No, I cannot.
Welcome to the basement of the AFC West, Las Vegas Raiders. We're gonna be here a while. Might as well order some.
I'm not gonna say that
Amazon
until they make the
and
moves.
shit.
I'm not gonna say that until they make the moves. I want to see what moves they make. Then I'll start talking about it. But I'm done giving predictions, bro. I'm giving no prediction, bro. Last year I gave 12-5, and yeah, that's that was a good prediction, huh? That was. But look it. The Broncos did not make the playoffs. The Chiefs won the Super Bowl. The Chargers made the playoffs. The Jets were just outside the playoffs, but they're improving with the young talent. Green Bay made the playoffs. The Patriots just missed. The Minnesota Vikings made the playoffs. The Steelers, they had their first losing season. The Giants made the playoffs. The Broncos did not. I already said that. The Chiefs, the Chargers, the Bears are growing, but they suck. Buffalo made the playoffs. Miami made the playoffs. Detroit, I think, made the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken.
They're playing everybody lights out too.
And then
not lights out, but they're playing hard as shit.
But yeah, it's an interesting schedule. Hopefully, I can make it to Miami. I want to go to Miami. You feel me? I want to go to Miami. You feel me? Miami with the SC experience is like a match made in heaven, bro. Like it's a match made in heaven. He said, I just wanted to give
some beach booties on Miami Beach, bro.
He said, I just wanted to give a shout out to Eric for blessing NWA with his presence again. I know it's been a while, man. It's been a while. I appreciate that, but real shit, man. I appreciate the support, man. A lot of people telling me, when am I gonna do a live? When am I gonna do a live? I just didn't know. There was so many factors. Not only have I been busy and stuff personal, but on top of that, needed a little bit of a break, a long break actually, because I always take a break. But
to make it short, bro, Eric's trying to go the long way about it. He's just trying to say he's been chasing booty for the last 2 weeks, bro. That's all.
Nah, you know what? Nah, because right now I'm married to the money. That's what I'm married to. The money. That's what I'm married to. I don't need
You ain't even got no job. What you talking about?
Hey, I ain't. Never mind. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. You know where I
You
was
don't
gonna go
got a
with that?
job.
Hey,
You
you know
don't
where
got
I
a
was
job.
gonna
You
do?
don't sell dope,
You know,
nigga. What the fuck?
yeah. I was about to throw a jab, but I ain't gonna throw a jab, man. That's what Black Saturday is about. That's what Black Saturday. I ain't gonna throw a jab, but I ain't like others. I got a job. That's what I gotta say. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Shout out to Raider Twan in the building. He said, "Oh my God, come on, Twan." Shout out to Twan. What's good, back? He said, "Miami. That's a funny way to say Figaro." Shout out to Roasted Raider. What's good? Yo, salute Raider fam. Glad to see the boy SC back. It was good, Roasted Raider. Was good. You already know Raider Twan. 2 for 1, brother. 2 for 1. Hey, Twan, if you want to pull up, actually, I haven't had you on the panel either here. Let me see. I don't know what's taking Gabe so long. Hold on, give me a second. Where is your... keep talking or take over the chat while I do.
Hold on.
This guy's high as shit.
Now you know, like how you be smoking and then like that smoke get caught in your throat and make it all scratchy and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, I don't smoke.
Oh, that's right. You don't even smoke, so you don't know nothing about that.
Let me see. Shout out to Roaster Raider though, man. He said, "Money, you eat Lunchables for a living." We could say something like that. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
So Derek Carr to the Jets sounds like a thing, maybe.
He's visiting the Jets. I think that's what I see.
That's a nice fit for him, but I don't know about that.
It's a
that
fit, but it's just where they. Yeah, it's just where they play. It's not. It's not a. It's not a.
That media ain't gonna be softball like Vegas.
Not only that, but Carr sucks in MetLife, bro. Or where the Jets play in MetLife, right? That's where they play.
Well, you have to remember it's a small sample size. He's only played a couple games there.
He's just not good with the cold, bro.
You have to remember that's a small sample size too. If you let him actually play a whole season in the cold, we can actually really have a real sample size to see what kind of quarterback he truly is in the cold. But I mean, when you play in a fucking dome or you play in Oakland, like 90% of the fucking season, then you have one game that's freezing cold. That's like a drastic difference. But if you play in that shit all the time, then it might be different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just don't know what route they're going, bro. I'm still questioning it. Like a lot of people are throwing out predictions saying that this is gonna happen guaranteed, this is gonna happen guaranteed. But at the end of the day, bro, it's gonna be something that we're used to, where it's like it's one thing, right? It's gonna be like set on one thing, and then it's like a whole 360 and they do something else. It always happens.
You know what
It
it's
always
gonna be
happens.
that we're used to? You know it's gonna be something that we're used to that like all these new Raider fans ain't used to? All these new Raider fans are used to stability at the quarterback position. All us old school Raider fans, bro, we know what a quarterback carousel looks like. And all these new school Raider fans that have never seen one, go ahead and go get your video cameras because you're about to see it right now.
18 quarterbacks, bro, before Carr, bro. 18 goddamn quarterbacks I had to look at, bro. Everywhere from the Matt McGoins to goddamn Connor Cooks to fucking, oh my god,
Terrell Pryors and
to Jamarcus
Jeff
Russell,
Hostetlers and Jamarcus Russells and Josh McCowns and Bruce Gregkowski's, Jason Campbell's,
Nathan Peter Goat, Nathan
Petermans and Carson Palmers and
it's bad, bro. It's bad. It's bad. Should move the stadium to Fremont, bro. Shout out to everybody, man. Rafael says those shades that use Eric, he always high and he's the youngest goat. Nah, I'm not. I don't get high, man. I don't do that. Well, I can't say that because I kind of exposed myself on a live, but I ain't gonna say which live. If you missed the live, you missed the live. All I know, it was a panel with me and Ern was very surprised. He looked at the camera and he was like, "What the fuck?" Shout out to Raider
Fountain. Smoking in Newport.
Nah, it was a stizzy, bro. Have you seen my PSN name? You literally had me out on PlayStation. What is it?
It's Eric the Tall Midget.
No, it's not. This motherfucker. It's Stizzy 2K, bro. Literally Stizzy the way it's exactly spelled as Stizzy. Shout out to who's in here? Let me see. I see more people. Raider Fountain in the building. Raider Paul. Salute to you guys. He said quarterback room, #revolving door. That's what it is. And that's the thing, right? If we get Aaron Rodgers, we know it's not going to be a revolving door. Because actually, technically, it will. Because you will have Rodgers and then maybe a rookie or Stidham or somebody behind him. And then that would be the future. Or we could go with the revolving door and take a big-ass shot at a rookie quarterback and hope for the best. That's what it comes down to, bro.
Bro, we really got ourselves in a nice little position, huh?
And you know what's crazy?
It didn't have to be like this.
We have over 20 free agents, bro, on our team.
So when people be like, we have all this cap room, after we fill all the positions that we need to fill, we still gonna end up fucking like begging somebody to play for us for less.
No, that's a fact. Shout out, saludos Jaime. What's good, Jaime? Shout out to Robert Penn and the biddies. There's a video 1 year ago with Eric, and Earn with Spotlight. Eric with no shades. Think he was 15 then.
When, like 2 years ago?
Oh, technically it would say 2 years ago because 2023, 2022, 2021, and 2021.
Yeah, because you was 15 then, because you're 17 now. Yeah, so like 2 years ago. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Robert Pena.
This motherfucker, bro. This motherfucker. Shout out to Tubby Chile in the building, man. He said trade for Rodgers if we don't draft Bryce Young. I would like a Bryce Young, but the question is I think Bryce Young goes at number 2 to Houston.
Are you guys seeing what's happening with Kyler Murray in Arizona?
What happened? I don't even know what happened. He's playing Call of Duty again? Fortnite?
No, he's so small that he's getting fucking destroyed every time he gets hit, bro. That's Bryce Young.
That's why I want CJ Stroud, bro. He's 6'3". I think he's I mean, I can't say better quarterback. They both have their differences, but alike, bro. I just feel like those are the two quarterbacks that are NFL ready right now. Like that would start day one. Besides that, Will Levis is a project. Anthony Richardson is a project. I think Max Duggan is still a project, or maybe he might not be. Who knows? And then you got other quarterbacks there, the Tanner McNee, Jake Hayner from Fresno and from Stanford. That could be projects as well. So at that point, it's just that what do you want to do, right? For me, I've been a very different person. What I mean is a lot of people like to talk a little shit and be like, the SC experience rides the train or whatever the fuck you may say. But at the end of the day, I've been having a lot of different outlooks than most of the fan base. Most of the fan base talks about the Will Levis and the Anthony Richardson. But when you really break down the film, like I said, I'm going to bring the film study soon. You'll see that Will Levis and Anthony Richardson have something in common, and their decision making is bad. Anthony Richardson has a quick release, but his hang time is horrible. Like, it's to the point where a cornerback can make a play. Anthony Richardson is an elite running quarterback. There's no doubt about that. He's an elite running quarterback. But do we really need an elite running quarterback? And how can I forget about Hendon Hooker? Thank you for that. Hooker was my favorite before he got injured, man. I think if I were to rank the quarterbacks in this draft, I would go Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Hendon Hooker. I'm gonna say Will Levis, then Max, then Anthony Richardson. And that's not the popular opinion. Most people have Anthony Richardson at number 1 or number 2.
Man, I'm going Dylon.
God.
I don't know.
This motherfucker. Hendon Hooker in around 3 and 4, and Jacoby Brissett for agency. That would be an interesting one. First 3 picks should be defense, QB in the 4th. I feel it. Worm, I don't smoke, but I see because of Wake It Up thingy there. Yeah, but speaking of a year ago, yeah, I had that flag. That flag above me right here was, I don't know if you guys could see it. That flag above me was my background.
Yeah.
And
I got a question for you guys. Mm-hmm. When was the last time that a running quarterback won a Super Bowl?
You know what? You're right. I don't think there has been a running. I can't think of one, but I can't think of one.
Ain't been none except for maybe Steve Young, if you want to call him one.
Practically,
that's pretty much it, Brendan. But everybody keeps on clamoring for a running quarterback. I'm like, okay, I mean, if that's what you guys want.
He said Jamal Lewis. But someone says that Anthony Richardson could be a Terrell Pryor clone. I mean, that's not too far off, but I got somebody backstage, man. He pulled up faster than goddamn the other one, and the other one got the link first. God, that boy gave last slacking right up. But right here, I got somebody backstage, man. You already know brown crackers 2 for 1. You feel me? always bringing positivity to every
The
channel.
chaplain of NWA.
And some good ass Raider knowledge, man. My boy here. Been a while as well here. Raider Twan in the building.
What up, Raider Twizzle?
And he eating the popcorn because, hey, I'm gonna let him say the same.
Hey, hold on, hold on. I gotta screenshot this shit, bro. I'm about to tell Pretzels on this motherfucker. He cheating. I'm about to tell Pretzels.
I already know the slogan. I'm gonna let him say it though. I'm not gonna ruin his moment.
I'm calling brown crackers right now on speed dial.
Hey, Twan, why you eating that popcorn? Why you eating that popcorn, Twan?
Brown crackers. Hey, this nigga over here is cheating with popcorn, bro. You got to see this shit, bro. This nigga is out of pocket, bro. Yeah, all right.
Popcorn is my side chick.
You got some explaining to do, bro.
He said popcorn is his side chick.
Hey, you know what I mean is popcorn, man.
Hey, I already know, but let the people know why you eating that popcorn.
Cause I seen this movie before.
A lot of times.
Hey, blessings to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? The chaplain at NWA is in the building. I take that real seriously. You know what I'm saying? For those that know, but you know what I'm saying? Blessings to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Facts.
How's your day going, sir?
Man, I can't complain.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I cannot complain, man. The sun is shining, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm 6 feet up and not 6 feet under. I can't complain.
Well, I got something to complain about. I went to T-Mobile the other day and ordered the new S23 phones that were coming out, bruh. And my shit still ain't even shipped out yet, bro. So T-Mobile, if you watching, send me my shit, bro. It's already paid for.
Hey, you went wrong in the first word that you said, T-Mobile.
Hey, what's wrong with T-Mobile? Hey, that's my shit right there, man. Come on, man. That's my stuff.
Hey, Magenta Max is nice, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Hey, I heard T-Mobile got internet services and everything. My Facebook people was over there
tripping,
going off on Facebook like they was customer service.
Damn.
That's fact.
For real.
Oh, that's a fact, man. Let me see. If you guys can't hit that like button, man, we got 50 plus in the building, man. I appreciate you guys. Rafael says my side chick is Doritos. God damn.
His side chick need to be Listerine, bro.
Hey, Alfredo says hot Cheetos is my main chick. God damn. God damn.
I used to have her too.
My main chick is sour gummy bears, and my side is probably Doritos.
Hey, those hot Cheeto finger girls are kind of crazy. I'll tell you that. Richardson flicks the ball 40 yards like it's nothing. He, like I said, his release is pretty damn good, but sometimes he leaves too much hang time, and sometimes his throw power is kind of bad. Shout out to Key.
You know who else used to flick the ball 40 yards like it was nothing?
I was about to say it, Ern.
Go ahead. You got it.
Nah, go ahead, fam.
Jamarcus motherfucking Russell.
Did. Shout out to Key in the building. Key is in the motherfucking building. What's good, Key?
On some sister.
What up, Key? How you doing, sis?
And Farhat says, why we not talking about the possibility of Mac Jones? See, I think there's a lot of possibilities out there, right? Mac Jones is an interesting topic because he does know the system. Now, the question is, Mac Jones in his little career, in his first year when they made the playoffs, their defense did a lot. They were number one in takeaways.
The running game
was running game by committee. It was running by committee. Their offensive line was one of the best in the NFL, and their defensive line was one of the best. Now the question is, can the Raiders do that in one offseason? The answer is no.
Look, I'm not even thinking about Mac Jones, bro. When he was with the Patriots, they had to cover him up. They had to cover up his deficiencies by running the ball fucking 37 times in the fucking game and letting him throw like 4 fucking passes. That's the quarterback. Farhan, you my dude. I'm just saying that it was you that said it, but like, come on, bro. No.
I think we got to be more realistic, and I hate to say this because like I've said this all season. There's a perception versus, you know what I'm saying? There's perception versus the reality, you know what I'm saying? And they're on both hands. I can't go with both hands because I got one hand holding the phone. But it's perception versus reality. And the reality is, some of these guys that we're asking to come in and be that quarterback for us, they were in the penthouse suite when it came to the things that they had around them. You know what I'm saying? We talked about, you're talking about Mac Jones. Mac Jones, it came with a solid offensive line. It came with a solid defense. What do you need? A solid offensive line and a solid defense. Production, right? You look at, when before Brady got retired, right? Oh, we need Brady. Brady's going to come in here and save the day. What did Brady have his whole entire career? A solid offensive line and a good defense. Do we have that? Ask that question to yourself.
We don't have either one of those.
So with that being said, if we bring one of these quarterbacks in, not saying that they're not going to, they're not going to throw the ball as, good or whatever, like that part's going to be still there. They're going to still throw the ball as they can throw the ball. But the other factors that surround them that actually make them the quarterback that they actually have been in past, we got to create that. And we're in a tough situation. You just heard Eric talk about 20 players that are currently on this roster. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to re-up on those guys. So that's a whole nother, hurdle that we got to go through. So good luck with it.
Just
to be honest with you.
And let me give you some of the player names that are on the free agent list that are gonna hit the market if we don't re-sign them. Let me give you the top 5 so far: Josh Jacobs, Jerry Tillery, Rock Ya-Sin, Matt Collins. That's already 5 alone. And those are significant players that have significant play time. Now you go with the rest, right? We let go of Carr, whatever. DeRon Harmon is hitting the free agent market if we don't sign him. Denzel Perriman was a starter for us. Those are 2 starters right there on the defense. Then you got Keelan Cole, which I don't give a fuck if we let him go. Amir Abdullah, which played a significant part in the second half. Matt Collins played a significant part. Anthony Averett, I mean, he kind of made me look like a dumbass. Jacob Johnson, we need a fullback because we don't got a fullback. Which, by the way, Alec Ingold is actually an all-pro. Or I think a Pro Bowler, if I'm not mistaken. So I just want to throw that out there. Good job, Raiders. I just want to throw that out there. Jermaine Illuminor is some people want to keep him. Billings played a pretty good, significant amount. Jayon Brown. Alone already, we lost half of the defense, our starting defense, plus Rock Ya-Sin. Half of the defense gone right there. You already got your starting linebacker, your 2 starting linebackers, your starting safety, your starting defensive tackle, your starting corner. And then you got your backup safety in Roderick Teamer. And then on offense, you got your second string wide receiver in Matt Collins, or your third, depending on Riff Rose out there. You got your starting right tackle in Illuminor. You got your Jared Stidham, we still haven't re-signed him. Then you got Josh Jacobs, your starting running back. And then you got both of your tight ends in Horsted and goddamn, I believe, Moreau. And then you got, So what do you do at that point? What do you do at that point? Shout out to EJ Raider in the building, but let me bring somebody else backstage before we continue this topic, man. You feel me? My other Southern California brother over here, man. It's been a while since I've been on the panel with anybody, bro. Honestly, if I'm being honest, shit. I've been taking the 12 days. But we back, man. My boy, Raider, motherfucking Gabe. Smoke out hour 420.
Hey, what's happening?
What's cracking, man?
Shit.
Hey, what's good, fam?
Chilling.
How you feeling, man? How you feeling, Gabe?
Fucking high as fuck.
Hey, we're gonna do what it was, man. Hey, Raider 805, man. You ain't wrong, man. They are replaceable. I'm not saying they aren't, but I'm saying all that cap space we got, bro. What are we gonna do with it, bro?
But Eric, that just goes along with, we're talking about we want to win now, but even with those guys, like he said, yeah, he's right. They are replaceable, but that just means a whole more turnover. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Of players coming in that don't know. You know what I'm saying? Don't know how things are ran. You know what I'm saying? These guys have already been in the building, so when they come next, if they came next season, they know what off season is going to look like. They know what to do. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to practice, and they know what needs to be. What's expected. Now you having this whole new shipment of turnover and all these new guys that have to figure out not only how McDaniels or whoever their coordinator wants things ran, but how do they fit their game to what they're saying, to the whole scheme of things. So it's going to take more time.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that. It just seems like it's barking. To me, that's what I'm seeing. That as much as we want to win now, it's going to take time.
Facts. And what you think, Gabe? I seen you said Aaron Rodgers is gonna be a Raider. Why do you believe that? What would you give up? What would you give up?
What would I give up? I just think that we're in the fucking driver's seat, dog. Because if he retires, he could threaten to retire and leave them with nothing, which there's reports of him and the organization on good terms. So I believe if he fucking asks for a trade, he's gonna get out. He's gonna be able to get out, and the fucking organization is not gonna ask for the fucking a bunch of shit back. To where we got the draft capital to give it up. We could give them a third and a fifth. You know what I mean? I'm good with that shit. I'm even good with like a second and a fifth.
I'm cool with that too, yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna take the first round pick. I guarantee you it's not gonna be the first round pick that they're gonna be asking for. They might ask for it at first.
Give them up as a third and a Waller.
Because there's no way that they could ask for a first, though, because it's just like he's gonna just be like, because Rodgers knows he needs that first year if he comes over here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying he's not gonna want, like, it's gonna be something like to that sort of thing, though, where I think we're gonna be able to get him over here for lower than people think, and then I just think you still go young quarterback. Yeah. Maybe not at seven, but that's when you can go, and develop a Josh Richardson. Maybe develop his arm, because he already got the legs. You know what I mean? Maybe you could develop his arm. You know what I mean? Under a guy that has one of the best fucking, throwing arms in history. You know what I mean? And maybe not the accolades for it, because, the Super Bowls don't reflect it, but his actual throwing ability, dog, is second to none. So that's what I'm saying. With somebody like that in front of you, I think you can learn, and you can still go young at quarterback. You get 2 years out of fucking Rodgers, and you're able to attract free agents. You know what I mean? And that saves you from full rebuild mode. Maybe we don't go to the Super Bowl, but I can guarantee you we'll be very fucking we'll be very competitive in the West. Well, we were last year, but I just think some of those games at the end, dog, because red zone's a big thing that in this offense in the last couple of years, and that's where I think the biggest difference will be, to where you got DA and Aaron Rodgers, to where they got that fade or back shoulder fade, to where almost it's unstoppable. You know what I mean? So I think that right there can just improve your offense that much more that you need. And if you can fucking, focus in on fucking, drafting defense, and maybe get a one fucking defender in here from the free agent or somebody like that, or like they're saying, there's talks of already being released Jalen Ramsey. Where did he want to go last year? You know what I mean? So it's like a couple years ago, he's been talking about going to Vegas. Can they make that happen? You know what I mean? So it's like, there's things that we can pull through, but I just think guys out there need to see that this organization is actually making a push to try to compete.
I think Dave Ziegler gives me a lot of confidence, and I said this, right? I don't got too much confidence in McDaniels, and I'll be the first one to say it until he proves me wrong, right? I want him to prove me wrong. But as far as Dave Ziegler and Champ Kelly, which we don't give Champ Kelly a lot of credit, which he's literally like this with Dave Ziegler, I think both of these guys have shown me so far with what they have been given good moves. I do think that some of the talent they brought in were talented players. I just feel like the coaching staff didn't do their job, in my opinion. But Dave Ziegler gives me a lot of confidence, and that's why I feel like when it comes to trade rumors, when it comes to the draft, I have 100% confidence in Ziegler, because he hasn't shown me anything but good so far, right? And as long as you keep showing me you're doing good, and if you keep that respect, towards you. It's kind of like that, right? And that's how I am with Dave Ziegler. So I do have a little bit of like a a very positive outlook in what the paper says, right? Because it's one thing on paper, it's one thing when you execute it. And on paper, we got a pretty good cap space. We could still restructure a couple players, which I'm about to show everybody something that if you missed my live, I would say 18 days ago, you didn't get to see this, but I'll show you guys, man. I made this 18 days ago. But you look at Chandler Jones, you could restructure. There's a couple guys I seen that were on the list of restructuring that you can do.
Just know that if you restructure, then you're on the hook for all of their money. You can never cut them.
Well, let me actually show you.
That's where the dead cap comes in. That's where the dead cap shit comes in at.
Let me actually show you.
Yeah.
I made this 18 days ago.
Hey, before you do that, Eric, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to jump in and say that I agree with you. I'm optimistic. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what keeps me optimistic is what Ziegler and Champ is doing. You know what I'm saying? Right now, for me, that's the only thing that's keeping me optimistic about this team and keeping me on a positive.
Yeah, like Todd. Before you keep going, like that's what like people have been talking about, like so much shit about like when have we fucking drafted right? But we got a new regime. You know what I mean? We can't look into the past so far back. You got to look at the new regime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've had half a draft, a fucking miniature draft. You know what I mean? Just like that's why I'm saying these guys look like they're doing their due diligence.
But again, like I said, that's why I feel optimistic about this team, even though I'm telling you it might take a while or whatever. Ziegler might be able to pull magic out of his hat and we can, speed this up, you know what I'm saying, with the moves that he's been like what I've seen that he's done, you know what I'm saying? I think he can possibly get it done, but it's going to take a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? But also with that, like Ern says a lot of times, I can give it to you, but what you going to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Ziegler can bring in the stuff, but what is McDaniels going to do with it is the other question that we have to, also consider.
You know what's crazy too? Do you remember last year, right after like the draft, people were talking like, damn, that was a good draft because if you add in Devontae Adams as our first and our second, and then you got Dylan Parham in our third, and all of this shit, that had to do with the draft. You know what I mean? That had to do with the draft process because he was able to bring in a DA for a first and a second. You know what I mean? So it's like, so if you take that draft, I know he wasn't drafted, but like those are part of the draft type things. Like you can draft for a player this year, even with the amount of draft picks that you have, and you might be able to get something in return. So that's why I'm saying the draft is just not, going after the college players. The draft works for you in so many different ways. They're like, the draft capital that you have can be able to get you a guy like a Rodgers or get you a guy like a Jalen Ramsey. You know what I mean? So it's like draft capital is always big, bro. And the way he wasted it last year was, and the talk last year was like, fuck those first round picks. What have we done with them anyway? And now we got DA in the building for it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like that actual draft last year was fucking, if you look at it, it was solid, bro. It's like that shit was solid. And now it's just something to look forward to. Like McDaniels, I agree with some people on some points. You know what I mean? He did fuck up play calling. He did fuck up, Carr had his worst year under him. You know what I mean? All of those shit is true. The only thing I say is that like the draft, Ziegler has nothing to do with that part. You know what I mean? Ziegler has to do with the part that. I don't think
the draft was solid last year, Gabe. I thought the draft was trash.
What didn't you like about it?
Name me one good player that came out of that draft.
Parham was pretty good. Parham
is an offensive lineman that sacked the quarterback this year, bro. He got his first career sack as an offensive lineman, bro.
First team all rookie. First team all rookie.
Look. This is what I'm trying to say, right? When you look at the draft and you really break it down, yes, you could go only by their play time. But how many times did they healthy scratch Neil Farrell, healthy scratch Matthew Butler? That ain't their fault. That ain't the player's fault. That's the coach's fault for doing that.
It's a player's fault if they're not impressing in practice enough to get on the field.
Okay. Bro, how many times did Mumford come in to be that extra lineman and open up holes?
I do like Thayer Mumford. I will say
running backs. I think the running backs was a bad pick. I think Britton Brown was a bad pick, but that was a 7th round pick. So I'm just
and we still don't have no clue of what Sincere McCormick is going to give us. They stashed him away for a reason. Sincere McCormick. They got Luke Masterson, who wasn't drafted, but he was an undrafted free agent which they brought in, who did play solid for us at the end. He didn't play great. I'm not gonna tell you that, but
I think, yeah,
Dylan Parham was first team All Pro and rookie.
yeah, he was.
I know maybe he did have that play, but I mean, what fucking offensive lineman didn't have a blunder play in our fucking? Even Colton Miller got fucking
But it's
dog
not just
play.
one, bro. Like at first I was impressed with Dylan Parham. After a while, I was like, bro, what are we doing? What's this dude doing, bro? Like,
Well, that was the whole O line, bro. When one side of the O line fails, bro, everything's gonna fail, bro.
our number 11 ranked offensive line, huh? From
See,
the
I don't go
analytics
really.
to say
See,
we're number 11, bro. We're bullshit. That's total
the
bullshit.
rankings could be a little bit misleading, and that's why I always take stats. I take what I see on film, and I take what I see on PFF and everything into account, not just one thing. And some people like to look at one thing or look at this thing or look at that thing. I look at everything overall. Overall, our offensive line, some may say improved from last year and did not improve from last year. And some may say
To
that
me,
Carr had a
the only
Huh?
shit that from the offensive line that was super bad was to me, and people, fucking want him back at the tackle position, and I can't fucking understand why. Is fucking Jermaine Aluminum.
Bro, I don't get that either. Bro, how many times, bro, he gets his name called practically every game on flags, bro. And it's like he wants it. It's like he wants it at this point. He goes on Twitter, which Illuminor, I know you watch everybody. Who knows if you watch me, but if you're listening, bro, I may sound like a hater, but you come out on Twitter saying, Raider Nation, I'm sorry, I apologize, I'm gonna fix it. And then the next week you do the same thing. Then the
So
following
it's not
week
even
you
that
do the
it's
same thing.
technique. It's not even much technique or anything like that, but it's like
Discipline.
fucking it's in here. It's fucking in here, dog. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
They're
Like,
crucial penalties, bro. They're crucial penalties, bro. That's what people get it twisted. They think, oh, it's just a flag. You know what? It's okay. The offensive line still did good. But when the penalties that this offensive line has gave up this season, go back to every single penalty. It has been in the red zone when we're about to score. It's been when we're in field goal range and we're about to score 3 points. It's been when there was a big chunk of yardage gain. And that's what people don't realize. They only go based on, oh, this guy only had this amount of flags. It's fine.
I
The
just
O-line
hear
still
it a
did
lot, dog. I just hear it too much. Like,
Yeah.
oh, Aluminum was solid, and if he could just clean up the penalties. What the fuck you mean? If he could just clean up the penalties, like,
Them is crucial fucking penalties.
They're crucial.
bro,
But
that
not much
type
if it
of
wasn't.
shit is like, I don't know if you can even beat that shit out of a player, dog.
No, that's facts. And shout out to everybody that's in here. I see more people coming in. Matt Raider Kush was good in the building. D Menace is in the building. Terrence is in the building. Prez is in the building. Was good. Good to see you guys. Hope all is well. Raider Paul's in the building as well. We got 50 plus in here. I appreciate you guys for being here, man.
You have to give
David White is in the
Illuminor
building.
his
What's
shot
good, David?
collar like a dog. Every time he's about to hold, that motherfucker. Bzzz.
But let me show this real quick from 18 days ago. Right
go
here. This was before Derek Carr, after Derek Carr. As you know, now he's gone. That adds the cap space right there. As you can see, we take a $5 million cap hit. Regardless of it, we gained about 22. We had 22.7. Now we're up to about 56-ish in cap space. When you look forward, you're restructuring. There's multiple players that you can restructure. There was Renfro on the list. There was people like Waller on the list. But to me, I feel like the most two realistic ones is Colton Miller and Chandler Jones. You could open up 4.45 million with Chandler and 3.375 with Colton Miller. That then it will raise your cap space to 64. And potential trade candidates was Derek Carr. Like I said, I made this back then before Carr. So Derek Carr was a trade candidate. Hunter Renfro, Darren Waller, and Trevon Moehrig. And then you had Raiders re-signing. These are the people I would re-sign from that list: Josh Jacobs, Deron Harmon, Jared Stidham, Foster Moreau, Cleve Farrell, Amir Abdullah, Jacob Johnson, Andrew Billings, and Jerry Tillery. And then your offseason, I calculated the money. I made sure that everything was under the cap. And Jawan Taylor, the right tackle from the Jacksonville Jaguars that had a really good fucking season this season. I will take him with the 3 years, 15 million. Ben Powers, one of the best guards, underrated guards in the league for the Ravens that didn't even allow a sack and was in front of 3 different quarterbacks, including Lamar Huntley, and the other third one. That's Ben Powers for a guard position. Then you got Deron Payne, which is number 1 on my list. Then Jamal Dean, the cornerback out of the Bucks. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And all of this is underneath the cap, including the draft. This was my first official mock draft, right? Jalen Carter, Christian Gonzalez, or a quarterback at 7th pick. Jack Campbell in the 2nd round. Tuli Tupolito from USC at number 3. Brandon Joseph, the safety out of Notre Dame, Tyler Steen, the old tackle from Alabama, Jason Kirkland from Washington, Brandon Dorless from Oregon, Josh Weil. I know somebody talked about Josh Weil earlier. I like him a lot. He just needs to improve on his blocking. Ronnie Bell, the wide receiver from Michigan, liked him a lot. Was really good in the Senior Bowl. Mohamed Dabati, the linebacker from Utah, very underrated linebacker in my list, and Gerard Clark, one of the best in the Senior Bowl, as well as the nose tackle position from Coastal Carolina, are people that I would take in if we had all the draft picks. Now, some of those draft picks could be gone. That's my perfect offseason. Will it happen? Most likely, no.
That's your perfect offseason, Eric? You're going to go into the next season with Jarrett Stidham?
You didn't see my list? But the quarterback?
Yeah, you resigned Jarrett Stidham.
It depends. It depends if CJ Stroud's there. That's what I put here. Let me show you. If you look at number 1, the reason I put Jalen Carter, Christian Gonzalez, or quarterback is because that or quarterback is if you don't do anything in free agency to get a quarterback.
Okay,
so if you go against Stidham, then you would get CJ Stroud at 7 because I think CJ Stroud will fall to 7. More a possibility than Bryce Young falling. I'm not saying he's going to fall, but I'm saying it's more of a possibility. When you look at the rest of them, you got your linebacker, Jack Campbell. I think one of the best linebackers in the thing. Tuli Tupulido.
Tuli!
I know, Tuli. I love Tuli, man. That boy led the Pac-12 in sacks, was 3rd in FBS. The guy was an all.
He could be a beast. We could get him at 3rd. If we could get him in the 3rd round, he could be a fucking beast in the middle, dog.
I like Josh Weil for a tight end, a rookie tight end there. Ronnie Bell. I really like this receiver a lot. He's a little bit on the bigger side, though. That's for not re-signing Matt Collins right there. Then Gerald Clark, a nose tackle that I really feel like has been under the radar that you could get in the 7th. But like I said, not all of this could happen because, of course, we may not use all the picks. There might be 5 of these picks gone because of a trade we do. Who knows, right? But I do feel like this would be the perfect offseason. But I don't think it's going to happen because at the end of the day, and as you see there, the NFL draft, I calculated you need $5.945720 million for the draft. So that's all allocated into the draft from the cap space. If you use all those picks. If you don't use all those picks, it's going to be less than that $6 million. Right? So yeah, there's my little calculations. A little bit of mathematics with Eric. I sucked at math in high school, though. So
I told y'all he's pretty fucking smart for a 7th grader, huh?
Fuck you.
It's Doogie Howser right there, now.
You know what I'm saying?
I like where this one from Illinois, bro. But like I said, I'm gonna do more draft
mocks,
shows.
like little mocks, like type shit, like not mocks, but like the actual the evaluation of players, good players, like who to look out for and shit. That's cool though.
And on top of that, I'm also, like I said, last year I did it, and this year I'm gonna do it again. And like I said, I'm telling everybody that's here so far, again, in I believe the end of February, I think it's the 28th of February till March 2nd, if I'm not mistaken, is the NFL Combine. Last year I did it, and last year I brought everybody on the panel, and the live was an average of 6 hours each day for 5 days straight. So I will do that again. And like I said, the whole NWA is invited. All of you guys, I'll send a link in the chats and stuff like that. And the messages y'all can pull up. It's going to be the Combine watch party. Watch all the Combine and stuff like that. 6 hours a day. So come join SC. You feel me? I don't know if it's going to be on another channel. But besides that, man, you already know. It's going to be the same thing as last year. So that's going to be something. He said, damn, SC outsmarted everyone. They're just high. No, just kidding.
Nah, I ain't.
I'm just kidding. That's Juan's not. Juan's not.
Nigga, me and Gabe are. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Gabe and Ern is high as shit right now. I mean,
I'm high as shit.
Ern couldn't even fucking turn on his mic earlier. Go ahead.
I can't even find my fucking lighter, though. I just had it in my hand.
Now I'm as high as the Golden Gate Bridge.
This off season is going to be crazy interesting because there's so many directions that this team could go in. They could go all. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about the whole, situation of do free agents really want to come to?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Come to the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, then that means we're really going to have to build the draft. And we have the benefit of that though is that we have all these picks that we could, you know what I'm saying? We got we got more than a dozen picks right now. You know what I'm saying? And that that alone is enough to start, you know what I'm saying, really establishing what we need if we make the right picks. But on top of that, you know, remember the draft, you can trade back, you know what I'm saying, and get even more picks. You know what I'm saying? So we if they really want to, you know, finagle some stuff, they could mess around and get almost like, you know, at close to 20 players out the draft if they wanted to. You know what I'm saying? If they make the right proper moves, you know, moving back and stuff like that. So it really just depends on free agency, and that's why, you know, I'm glad that, you know, free agency comes before the draft, because without free agency and knowing what we'll get in free agency, it's kind of hard to tell what we're going to do in the draft.
Fact. Um, I just feel like,
Robert Pena.
there's a lot of optimism in the off season, man, and I'm excited. At the same time, I'm a little nervous because I don't know what's gonna happen. They always have something up their sleeve, man. I'm gonna bring this back again. This slogan, I did it last year, and I'm gonna do it again. Something's brewing, man. And last year when I said something's brewing, they pulled the trigger on one of the best wide receivers in the league, and I think it's gonna happen again. I don't think it's going to be one of the best at a certain position, or it may be, but I do think they have something up their sleeve, man, that they're not telling anybody, which they're used to not telling anybody. That's why when reports come out, I kind of tend to get away from it because it's like I know this regime is very quiet. I know we're used to the Gruden era where everything was out in the air, but this time it's more confidential. And I just want to flex real quick. If you guys looked at the NFL honors and who won it, 5 out of the 6 rookies that were nominated for Rookie of the Year on the offense and defense side of the ball, 5 of the 6 rookies were actually people that I talked about last year in the draft, and I said we're going to be pretty good in the league. So I just want to give myself credit, and shout out to everybody that calls himself a scout. I'm better than that. Just saying. I just wanted to flex that real quick. Flex that. The only one I got wrong was Brock Purdy, because I didn't even know who the fuck Brock Purdy was. That's the only
I had
reason.
to throw on the shirt. I had to throw on this Lakers shirt for
Hey,
the,
that shit's fire, bro.
for the
That shit's
shoes,
fire.
dog. You know what I mean?
There
Shout
you
out to
go.
Raider Ben in the building. Raider Ben's in the building. Oh, I forgot it is Saturday. Black Saturday later on. If you guys don't know, it's the purge of Raiders YouTube.
Wait, today's Black Saturday?
Bro, it's Saturday.
No, it
No,
can't
it's
be.
not. It's Monday, bro. It's Monday. It's Monday.
Hey, so I question, and I'm gonna ask the panel, but I also want to hear from the chat, because I've been hearing rumblings about this. You know what I'm saying? And you know, are you guys are you guys keeping Merrick, or are you guys getting rid of dude?
I'll let
I
you
think
guys
at
go
this
first.
point he's gonna stay now. I think he's
It
gonna
depends
stay.
on what his replacement's going to be. If we can sign somebody better than him in free agency, then bye bye. But like, bruh,
I
I'm
don't
not
think
willing to just dump him and then just hope to draft somebody better.
exactly. I just don't think they're willing to draft him right now with the money that he gets. It's just like might as well keep him on his fucking rookie contract. We need the bodies. We only got like 30 fucking guys on
Facts.
fucking on contract and shit. So it's like we need the bodies. I don't think we can even afford to like release them, dog. If we could, hopefully we could draft somebody that can step in front of him, and maybe he's just a backup and gets that urgency to try to compete for it. But that's the only thing I can see.
Yeah.
I'll go after Eric.
I was just gonna say exactly what Terrence said. I think that a lot of people give up on him so quick, and it was just one season where he did bad. If you look at the first, um, I guess you could say season for him, which was his rookie season, he did pretty good. The reason being is because I keep saying it. When you really watch college football, you'll notice that the TCU defense was exactly how Gus Bradley's system was: a single high safety with a cover three in the middle. And I think for me, I think that Moehrig I think Morg fits that. And I think the reason why he struggled this year is because of the difference of defenses, a different outlook in defenses. It's a different style of defense, right? It's different
Culture.
schemes. It's a hybrid. It's a lot of things to consider. So when I really go down to it, I feel like Morg deserves one more year. And if he
Yeah.
can't produce this year, then you start to look at next year and be like, okay, you know what, Morg, we gave 3 years. You know what? You're still on the contract, and I think we're still able to trade you away. And they'll pull the trigger. I mean, they've shown that they're willing to get rid of players that take a cap hit. They're willing to get rid of players that are on a rookie contract. this regime has no remorse for anybody, bro. They don't give a
Yeah.
shit about anybody, bro.
I
Like,
just think the Moehrig, they probably would have got rid of him last year if they wanted to. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
I agree, but then I disagree.
Hmm.
And I'll say it like this. I agree in the sense that they need to keep him. But the reason why I say that is because I'm preaching the same thing I've been saying ever since I've hashtagged this phrase. He's cheap labor. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And if we could have a Merrick on our safety, like if you want to bring in a safety and he's better than Merrick, cool, do that. But
Exactly.
if you can have Merrick, just hear me out. If you can have Merrick be your teamer, then you won.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the contract that you're paying teamer is way more than what you're paying Merrick under his rookie contract. So if I can keep Merrick for the 5 years, or I mean the 4 years that we have him, and he's our
Yep.
backup, I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
Now if there does come a situation where, hey, the Jets say, hey, we'll give you a third round for, you know what I'm saying? Okay, he might have to go for the highest bidder, but
Yeah.
I'm not just getting rid of him just to get rid of him. Like
Fact.
some of these
Yeah.
guys are saying. He's cheap labor. So if there's anybody behind him, and that was the same thing that I had, the issue that I had with Levitt. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is Levitt still on this team when there's safeties that are cheaper that are doing pretty much the same thing that he's doing? You know what I'm saying? For the same price. So
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't too get it. Like I think they expected a little bit more out of Moehrig too, for the simple fact in the hands ways, because like he's never been a hands guy. Like that fool's never gotten interceptions. He'll play solid. He'll play solid coverage. He'll give you a pass breakup or two, but he's gonna always be in position right there. Which
Yeah.
this year he fell off. But you can see that in the first year, where in Gus Bradley's defense he was playing that type, and you can also see in the first year that balls were hitting his hands and he wouldn't catch it. He only had like one interception in his whole college career. You know what I mean? So like I think people expected him to come out to be like a ball hawk type of dude, where that's not his game, dog. He's just more of the guy who's gonna be in coverage, solid play, and he's gonna, he'll get that tackle when he needs to get it. And I think we expected more out of him, maybe, but he's still learning, dog. And I think under this defense, under a second year, you get him, and then if you can get somebody in the building to compete with him, especially to compete with him at that position, to give him that urgency, I think you make for good competition, which makes better players.
yeah.
Fact.
And
Shout
and,
out to.
and
Oh, go ahead.
oh, no, and I feel you, Gabe. I think the mindset that we have to take when it comes to Merrick is, yes, he had his first season under Gus Bradley, but as soon as that scheme changed, you know what I'm saying? Then it for a like actually a young player, you might as well just consider that person a rookie again. So this was
Yeah.
his rookie year under Patrick Graham, and we have to take it as that and allow him to have those kind of growing
Fact.
pains because he is a younger guy. Now, if he was a vet, like if he was a teamer, you know what I'm saying, coming in, like, come on now, you've been a vet for how many years? You should know, you know what I'm saying, all these defenses. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there might be little changes, but for a rookie, you know what I'm saying, that's still under a rookie contract, sometimes when the scheme changes, you gotta factor them as a rookie.
Facts. And he said SC wants to trade Moehrig for Mullen. Never in a million goddamn fucking years. Which,
What
hey,
the fuck?
dirty. Where's my goddamn what was it? A value meal from Carl's Jr. Man. Where is it at? The bet. You accepted the bet. You gotta take the bet. You said
I think
Mullen
he
was gonna be a
changed-
Pro Bowler.
I think he
Hey,
changed it. To
you know what? Speaking of
give me a kid's
bets
meal.
and dirty, I mean, I can remember something about a quarter ounce of some weed too. I
Dang, this guy.
don't know if my memory's correct.
Shout out to this guy, bro. Shout out to EJ Raider, man. Shout out to your little bro, EJ Raider. He said that his little brother just won his school district's poem contest, reciting the autumn wind. That's lit. That's lit. That's lit, bro.
Yes,
That's lit.
sir.
Congratulations, man. Hell yeah. That's what it's all about, man. Get the famous star and add some chicken stuff. I haven't had Carl's Jr. since
Now you know what I
2017.
get. You know what I get at fucking Carl's Jr. every time, dog? There's this little fucking it's a meal, but it comes with like a double cheeseburger and a spicy chicken,
I
right?
haven't
Like a
had
little,
Carl Jr. since 2017, bro.
or you get a famous star with just a fucking spicy chicken, dog, and you add the chicken inside. Fire, dog.
So
Fire.
you know
I'll give you.
what I get
You
from
know
Carl's
what?
Jr. I get a famous star, right? With extra lettuce and extra jalapenos on that bitch. Yeah.
No, but
And
hey, next time, get a spicy chicken on the side and just add the chicken inside the famous star, dog. You're fucking gonna thank me, dog. You're gonna thank me, dog.
Man, for some
Without
reason,
the beef
man,
patty or added to the beef
No,
patty?
with the beef patty,
Got you. Okay.
the meat and the
I try
chicken.
to I try to get the other stuff, but man, for some reason, every time I go to Carl's Jr., I can't get away from the double western.
That's a
Oh,
motherfucker
that's
right
fire
there,
too.
bro.
That's a fire.
I can't get away from it. Every
I'm
time I
not
go,
gonna
That
I'm
is.
like, oh, I'm gonna try something else, and I end up getting a double western.
I get either or. I always get either that the famous star with the spicy chicken or the double western. Either or.
Hey, that
I'll
double western
pick
is a motherfucker. You'll literally be fucking people's mothers after that motherfucker.
It's like on Friday. He's gonna make you want to slap your mama.
You know what I'm saying?
He said, "What's up? I see Harvard. Good mentor from Moehrig. Shout out to Rosa. What's good, Rosa? that profile
That picture, bro.
Western is fire as fuck too. Just great.
Yeah.
I'm hungry now. Terrence says, "Fucking another live talking about food. I'm gonna try
Nah, just
that
a quick
fire."
one. Just a quick one.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That's every
It
show,
was just
bro.
for the bet, no? It was just about the bet. That's why, because the bet, you
Yeah.
know.
Hey,
We're
look,
just
this is
giving
better. This is better. You know what? I'll say this.
we're just giving SC some suggestions, you know.
You know what? This is gonna be better. Just bring me some Carl's Jr. dirty when you go to SoFi again next year, if you go. Yeah, and we'll meet up, tailgate, shoot me some Carl's Jr. there. That's gonna be the best one, right? And the last time I checked, that little, what is it called, the center right there. I think there's a Carl's Jr. there. We could go there.
Hey, you know where I want to go? I want to go to fucking. We're talking about this the other day. I want to hit up Denver next year, dog. Go fuck with Mike.
Denver, Mile High,
You know what I mean?
Mile High.
Yeah,
I heard it's
I
nice,
want to
but I
go.
heard it's
too.
cold.
No, I heard they're fucking pretty. You know, like kind of like they're haters out there in Denver. Like they talk shit. So that's why I want to go. You know, go with like a little cool little group. Go with like a little booster type group. You know, like you know the like the booster clubs. You know how they go out there like deep and just go out there, all of us, the all NWA, and be like, "What's cracking?" You know what I mean? And just fucking stay in the section of the fucking stadium, like, "What's cracking?" See if any of those fucking Denver fans say shit then.
Facts. Hey, I ain't sponsored or anything, but I'm just letting y'all know, bro. In about a week, next weekend, I don't know if Gabe's seen this, but Frankensons again is gonna have a bunch of Raider players there, man, to sign stuff and stuff. As you can see there, Tim Brown, Fred Belindikoff, Zamir White, and more. Which I know Jerry Rice is gonna be there. I do know
Marcus Allen's gonna be there.
Marcus Allen, Bo Jackson.
Hey, you got to tell JT.
So I will be
Marcus
there.
Allen and Bo Jackson are the most expensive, dog.
Yeah, it
Get
is.
an autograph.
Yeah, it is. It is. Of course, I already have a signing from Belindikoff, so I think I'm gonna try to get Marcus Allen. That's probably gonna be the one. I have a football that I have to get signed.
I have
besides
I have the Tim Brown.
Oh, I need a bro. I need a Tim Brown. That's the one I do need.
I think I'm gonna probably get a Fred Belindikoff if I go, or a Bo Jackson. I know he's cost more, but that's been one of my favorite like players of all time, dog. So I know he didn't play much, but that dude was just Bo, man. He's Bo, you know, and it's like
Bo's Bo, man.
I had a dog named Bo.
Besides that, I just
You know
don't
what
know.
I mean?
I just don't know what day I'm going because I still don't know. I think I might most likely go Saturday. So if you want to see me, you know,
Saturday, the 25th.
hang out Saturday. I think in the morning I might go, or whenever the times are. I have to look at the certain times. But as you see,
My
there,
son's been asking me to take him too.
Eric
For
trying to
toys.
act like he Chris Brown and shit. If you want to see me, come out there and check me out. I got tickets for 1995, a meet and greet.
Hey,
You know what's crazy, though?
Ern, see the fact that I'm saying this a week prior, unlike your ass, that tells me the same day that you're in fucking LA and shit. Fuck you.
Hey, I don't.
Yeah,
tell
I'm gonna be
people
there
where I'm gonna
Saturday.
be at in the future, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You heard it,
I'll
Gabe's gonna
probably be there Saturday. Took my son. My son wants to. He's been asking me to take it to Frankenstein's anyway because he's a toy collector and shit, right? You know how they sell all toy collections right there, shit. So probably kill two birds with one stone, dog. Get my own toy, you know, get the signature, get a signature and shit. That's my fucking toy pretty much, and then you'll get his shit.
I still got to decide on another thing though, because I know people are gonna be like, "What?" Anyways, I got offered in near me. Well, not really near me. It's in like Montebello and shit. They're having a baseball league over there, and they offered me a chance to go coach over there, which is crazy, huh? Because people would be like, "You're more of a soccer player," but I ain't gonna lie, my IQ is off
Wait,
the fucking roof. Anyways,
they said
that
they
might
wanted you to
be
be the water boy.
okay. I'm not gonna be the fucking water boy, bro. Like,
Hey,
but that's gonna be
I'll
also
tell you one
something
thing
that
right
I'm gonna be
now.
busy.
Hey,
The head
coaching is
cheerleader.
very stressful, dog.
He
What
said
age?
he
What age?
said a
What
cheerleader.
age?
Hey,
What
fuck
age are these
cheerleader.
kids? What age are these kids?
It ranges. I still have to talk to them. I still have to sit down and see where.
What's the range, bro? Are they junior high, high school, elementary? What are they?
Everywhere from late elementary
No, I'm just saying
to
because those fucking
late middle school.
that
Okay.
shit is stressful. I'll tell you that,
Mhm. That's probably gonna take a lot of chunk of my time. I'll see though. I'll see. It depends.
bro. That shit is so stressful when you fucking like, especially when you're. It's like kids that don't fucking listen.
Bro, I'm gonna.
Because nowadays, you know how it is, dog. You can't yell at kids anymore. Like,
You have to be
Hey,
soft,
yeah,
bro.
What's the ball? Don't swing it every fucking pitch. What the fuck is wrong with you, dumbass?
Then you'll have 6 parents on your ass after that, bro. You'll have 6 parents on your
exactly.
ass. Why are you talking to my kid like that?
you know, and I'll tell you right now, because I have experience working
Yep.
with kids that age. You know what I'm saying? Not baseball, but basketball. And to be honest with you, there's going to be days you wish that all you could do is work with the kids.
Because the parents are more.
The parents are worse.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're worse than the
Why
kids.
isn't my son in? Why isn't my son like motherfucker?
Because your son sucks, bro.
He said
Your
Ern
ass
just got
over there,
fired.
dog, or you can take you and your son and could go home. That's why I taught him, dog. Like I remember when I was like, that's what it was. I was like, bro, you go sit over there, bro. I'm the coach. If you want to, if you don't want him to be on the team, grab your son and you can go home.
Yeah.
Okay, sit your ass on the motherfucking sideline, dude. Like, what the fuck?
I used to have a player and parent meeting before like the first week of the season, and I do all the do's and don'ts. I'd be like,
Yep.
hey, so as soon as your kid comes to the gym, your kid is mine. I don't
Yep.
want to see him at halftime going up to you eating orange
They
slices.
still don't give a fuck.
I don't want to hear.
Tron.
I don't want to see none of that.
Hey, Twan,
You know,
out here where I'm from in Oakland, parents will sit there and just look at you like, yeah, sounds good, sounds good. Man, the very first quarter of the first game, they're doing everything that you said not to do.
For real, that's what I'm saying.
But
Like they'll be
then
like, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
but because
No,
I
but no, hey, you know what I get you. I feel you. Go ahead, go ahead.
because I set the rule, because I set the rules of what I want. When they don't get the results that they want, be like, okay, the reason why your son didn't play is because remember this rule I said, when I'm talking to the kids, they need to be looking me dead in their eye, and your kid's doing this. That's
What
why
Mr.
your kid ain't
72
playing.
said right
Yeah.
there. What Mr.
So
72, that's my brother-in-law right there. That's
Yeah,
exactly what he said right there, dog.
Remember when the mom
We were
put the-
coaching. We were coaching, and whatever kid is like this kid is one of like the better players on the team, right? He's fucking like he did some stupid shit to where we pulled him out of the fucking game. His mom came over and shit like that, and she fucking like starts talking shit to my brother-in-law and us as coaches, and we're like, "Well, get your fucking son and get off the fucking field." And she took her son and she got off the field. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
They're too bro. Like best believe, bro. In the future, right? Future. When I have a kid, bro, best believe they're gonna get the same treatment I got when I played soccer. They're gonna get cussed down in Spanish multiple fucking times when they fuck up. That's gonna happen. That's what happened to me. I got fucking pressed all the time when I came home. If I did one bad play, bro, I'm getting shouted 30 fucking times by my own parents, bro.
So yeah, that I suggest anybody that does coaching with kids, you know what I'm saying, get them with the parents, set and establish your rules, because as soon as you establish those rules, then you can hold them to them rules the whole season. If they don't like it, then you know what I'm saying, hey, I don't mind showing you where to get your refund or whatever you need to do on that end, you know what I'm saying? But this is how we run teams. And the thing that also benefited me, and I tried to on, but you know what I'm saying, my team was successful. So, You know what I'm saying? When they saw that my team was winning championships, they weren't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of parents, they
Complaining and
kind of
stuff.
shut
Yeah,
their
yeah,
mouth because, hey, obviously the way that I ran things, it worked. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, it wasn't made. It wasn't made for that kid though either. He was good at football and everything, but later on in life, because you could tell by that fucking point right there. Later on, he didn't even play football anymore. He all he did was want to play basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes this is what parents
It
don't get,
wasn't
bro.
meant for him.
It's like you gotta prepare these people for later on, bro. Because if they do want to pursue a thing in sports, they gotta have that competitive nature, bro. And, like you can't go into high school and stuff like that thinking that everything's sweet, that everything's nice, and that it's okay if you lose. No, best believe
No,
your
but you know what the
mentality is
crazy
going.
thing is though,
Yeah,
I see, and this situation right here that I'm talking about, that the fucking mom was more upset than the fucking kid.
yeah, that's what's crazy. Yeah, the parent.
But
It's like
but
the kid was willing to come out the game. The kid was not fucking pouting or anything. The kid
mm,
was fucking emotional because he had fucked up and all this shit. Like they were yelling at him, but he was willing to do that shit. The parents are the ones that like
but
fuck, dude.
but that's the issue though, and that's why I said the parents are you know what I'm saying, are usually the worst when it comes to
Yeah,
kids versus parents, because a lot of those parents, you know what I'm saying, they failed at basketball, so they think their kid is gonna be good at basketball. You know what I'm saying, like, and or they think their kid is the next LeBron James, and
yeah,
that ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And it might not necessarily be basketball for them. And I'm glad, like, and I just think about like my life too. Like I'm glad my parents, you know what I'm saying, let me play baseball, let me play basketball, let me, try out football, let me play golf. You know what I'm saying? And then I made my decision on what was good for me. You know what I'm saying? So for those that have kids, like, don't, just because you play football, you know what I'm saying, don't force your kid to, you know what I'm
to
saying,
do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
you never know. Your kid might be the best, you know what I'm saying, golf, athlete, or the best, you know what I'm
My
saying.
Yeah.
brother-in-law, the one right
Another
here in the chat, he's lucky he was, he got that last generation of like that. It was already starting to kind of get to that soft area, like kind of type thing. He
Mhm.
he
Yeah.
stopped coaching like maybe like 10, 15 years ago or something like that. But he he got that because I think if he was coaching now, he would have been fucking probably got kicked out. But back then, there was a lot of parents who fucking respected that about him. You know what I mean? There was some parents who fucking didn't like it because they were sensitive. They was already getting to that sensitive stage and shit. You can see that little changeover happening. You know what I mean? And now it's just everybody's sensitive. It's very rare that you don't get a sensitive parent.
Yeah, it's
You know what I
facts.
mean?
And Circus, don't even get me started on goalkeeper, but I played goalkeeper one season and never again, bro. I dove and my hand hit the post and my wrist went like
Yeah.
it was bad. It was bad. I'm never playing
I
goalkeeper again. That ain't me. But
Goalkeeper's fucking crazy, dog,
I
because
I couldn't do
that
it, bro.
ball hits you like that, it'll break your wrist, dog. That ball comes
I,
fucking
I,
fast.
yeah, bro. That's why I never played again. But I made sure to stick to my position, and that was winger, bro. I could play left or right, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm fast at
I've
that.
seen goalkeepers break their wrist so many times, dog,
I've
from
seen it
that
too.
shit. Like diving, landing wrong, fucking the ball coming so fast, just boom, breaks your wrist. Just it's fucking that's crazy to be a goalkeeper.
Yeah,
Getting hit in the fucking face.
he said parents
it,
don't
it,
do
it,
it.
it
The
takes a
ball.
different type of person to do that, and that's why
For
that's why
real.
that's why I tell, like, it, and that's just in one sport, but that's why, like, I tell parents, like, let your kid try it,
Yeah,
everything that they're interested in, to find out what they actually like. You never know, that person, like even for me, like, I did sports, but my main, like, I end up finding more into music than
yeah,
sports. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know that until I freaking tried,
that's a
you know what I'm
fact.
saying, picking up an instrument, or
Yeah.
whatever. And if my parents didn't allow for me to do that, just because they were so hell bent on me being a baseball player, like, what
Yeah,
what
yeah,
what happens to that child's development? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Just
My parents are still trying to adjust to me. They don't really know the style of like what I'm trying to do. Like going
Mhm.
into communications, going into journalism, getting into the reporter side of things for the sports, and why I do this YouTube channel. They're still trying to grasp on it. I don't think they still don't understand because it's like they want me to do the engineering, the business, And I did try that. It just didn't work out for me. For me, I think the sports industry is where I want to go. And they're starting to understand that a little bit more. Once they started seeing these numbers grow and they seen it, they're like, oh shit. I was like, yep. This is what I want to do. So that's what I'm pursuing because it took me a while. It took me 18, 19 years of my life to just figure out what I wanted to do or even have a grasp of what I wanted to do. And it's crazy because I thought I was gonna full blown be soccer, bro. All my life, that's all I did. And then,
El
uh,
soccer,
one
el
year,
fútbol,
all it took, the football after football.
el
Uh,
fútbol.
but after that 1 year, man, it changed me. I was like, you know what? I'm better off talking sports. So that's
Hey,
where
believe it or not,
I
dog,
went.
I played like 3 years of fucking soccer
And
club.
what the
I played
sad thing is,
16, 17.
the
Yeah,
sad thing, and I'm glad that you found your thing, Eric. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? The
yeah.
sad thing about it is that there's adults right now that still don't know, you know what I'm
Two.
saying,
What direction? Yep, yep, yep.
what direction to go, or they're a prisoner to, you know what I'm saying, the job that they have, but it's
Yeah.
not really even what they really want to do. It just happens to be a job that they're able to keep a roof over their head and a couple of, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
Yep.
sandwiches, you know what I'm saying, in their stomach, you know what I'm saying. So
damage.
it really sucks that, there's adults, like grown adults, that are still not knowing what they're, you know what I'm saying,
Fact.
or prisoner to where they are now.
Fact. You said Eric, you ain't supposed to tackle the post. I didn't tackle the post, bro. I dove and I accidentally hit the post. My dumb ass. That's why I don't play goalkeeper, bro. Fuck
Bro,
goalkeeper.
you're supposed to
Uh,
block the ball, not the
no,
fucking post, bro.
I did. But then while I hit it, the ball was already deflected off my hand. I went. I don't know. It's weird. This is why I
Hey,
don't.
you know what my
I
experience
feel,
with
I
playing
feel you.
soccer goalie
I
is?
feel you.
In fucking PE in high school, bro. They had me fucking play goalie one time. Bruh, bruh, bruh. I chased that fucking ball so fucking much. I don't think I stopped one. I got hit in the forehead with one of them, and I was like, I'm done. I don't give a fuck. You can get mad at me for not participating, whatever the fuck you got to do, bro. But I'm not doing this
Bro,
shit.
speaking. Bro,
Hey,
speaking
dog,
of school, bro.
soccer's a different, dog. Soccer's different, dog. Like
Soccer
that
is
shit's
different.
that's.
Bro, I got suspended from school. This is dead ass the only time I got suspended because I didn't do too much in any school. In middle school, I was playing soccer, bro, and it was recess or whatever the fuck you want to call it, bro. And I kicked the ball, and it was when it rained last night, right? The field is dirty, it's muddy, and the ball's dirty. I kicked the ball, it hits the kid in the face. He goes, tells on me, says I did it on purpose, then I get fucking suspended, bro. And I got mad. I was like, what the fuck, bro? This pussy ass shit, bro. I
You
was
over here
so mad,
bullying
bro.
people
I was
and
like,
shit,
there's
bro.
no way somebody's gonna snitch just because I kick a fucking ball in soccer and it hits you in the face and you got muddy, bro. That ain't my fault.
Hi Queen Raider Red.
That ain't my
Hey
fault.
Eric, look who's here.
Okay, look at you making a big deal for no reason. Like, look at you, you motherfucker. But I swear, I can't wait to meet her, bro. I'm gonna roast the shit out of her in real. Earn
Hey, no,
me, earn
you know that.
IRL. Come
Hi,
to SoFi
Queen.
Stadium tailgate, motherfucker.
Hey, but do you know that? Do you know that fucking in
one.
soccer, dog?
Yeah.
In soccer is like they're starting to see that is one like as in a forward position, not actually in almost all positions, but mostly in forward position. They're starting to get a lot of concussions, though, because they wouldn't think before, but some soccer players are ending up with CTE too now because the ball
Bad.
sometimes comes so hard. Balls are coming
Bad,
so
bro.
hard sometimes, and you know how when they're doing the corner kicks and fools hit it with their fucking head, dog, that ball's coming fast. So when you're putting your strength into it, you're going into it, and then that ball's coming like at 30 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour, and you're just trying to boom. You know what I mean? That ball's hard, dog. So that shit, it's like they're starting to see, like, investigate too, like a lot of shit too. That soccer and there's a lot of fucking concussions too, dog. Well, didn't you see that one player from Mexico who almost
I
fucking
was about
died?
to say Jimenez, bro. I think it was Jimenez, right? If
Somebody
I'm not
almost
mistaken.
died
He was
from
playing
getting
for
hit with a
club,
ball?
bro. Bro, the defenders. If you guys know
They
soccer,
hit each other.
Arsenal versus Wolves. It was a Mexican striker that was supposed to be like the next, in the way, Chicharito, the next big thing in Mexico. They collided head to head. The defender, went full force into the back of his head. Hit, I forgot where. He ended up staying on the ground for a long time, and he
Cracked
had
his
to get, like,
skull.
It was bad, bro.
He
It was
fucking
bad.
broke his fucking skull, dog. He broke his
Yeah, it
skull
was
and he was
bad,
dead.
bro. Actually, let me
He
see.
died for a little bit. He died on the ground too. Like he died.
Yeah, it was bad.
And they fucking took him. They thought he was never gonna. Well, they had to put plates in his head.
God damn.
And that motherfucker's playing again right now.
Let me see. Yeah, let me
He
see.
played in the World Cup. He just played in the World Cup.
At what point does soccer go to some kind of pads and shit like for safety?
Well, he has something around his head now. He's able to wear like a soft, like a little type of helmet type thing. He's able to wear it like a soft, like a helmet. Like he's wearing it. He gets to wear it, I guess, for him because of that shit.
I'm trying to see.
But he has a big ass fucking scar, dog, like that. Like this fool fucking died, dog.
That's
I'm trying to find the video. Oh, here we go. Oh fuck! I might get. Oh, who gives a shit? Yeah, let me
That
see.
shit was scary, dog. Just put like the actual hit, like quick, because you get it's like 5 seconds or something like that. You can show no like.
It's on Telemundo.
Telemundo.
Let me zoom in. Okay. Look at this right here. Wait, let me slow it down. Actually, here.
What exactly? Where are we looking?
Right here. Look at how he went full force. This defender went full force. This guy at number 23. Pay attention to 23 who he hits. Look at full force. He's going full speed. This is slow motion.
The guy that he hits.
Look at. Boom.
Boom.
Shit.
Does it show another angle?
They
Okay,
do
he has
show
to
another
get
angle.
off. Let me see if there's another angle.
They have
Oh,
to
right
show
here.
another
Look. This was bad, bro. He hits
Bro,
him.
there's an angle where they show it like close up, and he fucking fucked him up, dog. Right there, like you can see right there while they showed the still picture right there, but that fool was coming full speed and hit him right there.
Look how he's unconscious, bro. He's dead ass.
God damn.
Like it was bad.
Yeah, that fool was in a
bro.
coma. That fool was in a coma for a long time.
Wow.
It's bad, bro. It's people think it's sweet.
Yeah, he was in a coma for a while, though.
Well, what's up?
They didn't think you were gonna play.
Hold on. What's up with people roasting me in the chat, man? Everybody shut up. It got me fucked up. Anyway, shout out to All Eyes. What up, Queen?
SC
What's good? What's
Soccer
good, y'all?
Channel.
What's good, y'all? SC Soccer Channel, bro. Hey, no other sport will compare to the amount that soccer has, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
You say you trying to go to Miami?
I'm trying. I'm gonna see though.
You can catch up with.
I think that is a trip
Hell no,
for me.
don't even say that shit.
Yeah, you can go out there and go see your homeboy, bro. You guys can reignite the motherfucking Hollywood clique.
I'm gonna go watch some Raiders football.
I'm gonna go dressed in red now.
Hey, you might want
to go dressed in red just so he can fucking, because he said he's a down the crib. Remember how he said?
He said, "Let's talk climate change now and aliens."
Hey, he's gonna think I was gonna kill him. He's gonna think I'm gonna kill him now because remember he's gonna have Tupac vibes.
He's gonna have Tupac vibes.
Just use his promo code. You be straight.
You know what? I'm gonna take my ass to Buffalo. We're going to Buffalo in December. Yep, best believe.
Nobody want to go to no motherfucking Buffalo, bro.
I'm going to fucking
freeze yourself and your balls off.
This fool lives. I think that fool lived like I think he lives hours away from Miami though. Anyway, so I fuck him. I don't give a fuck about that fool. Going to Miami.
People got me fucked up in the chat. Look,
he lives in Coral Gables, which is supposed to be like right next to Miami.
Oh well, still he's still ain't gonna come outside either way. So I don't give a fuck.
Come outside. He'll stay in the trailer park.
I had.
Hey, you don't come outside now. You don't even come outside when you go to Vegas. What the fuck you talking about?
He said Tupac vibes. Women's soccer is great.
No, I already want to talk shit. No, I said I wasn't. I said I wasn't.
Anyways, on that note, I gotta go. And you feel me? And in an hour and a half, guys, still stick on YouTube. Raider Ben is gonna go live for you already know what it is. One of the
guess what? Guess what's on the menu tonight? I hear it's barbecue pork.
Goddamn. Black Saturday in an hour and a half, I believe, right? 6:30. If I'm not mistaken. Am I stupid? Am I giving the wrong time?
I think it's 7 o'clock. I'm not sure.
7? Let me see.
It's usually 6:30, 7 o'clock, no?
Where's this?
It's either 6:30 or 7. Just check on Raider Ben channel right now. I'm pretty sure.
6:30, an hour and a half. So an hour and 20. An hour and 20. Go over there. Go If you like a lot of roasting and stuff like that, like you guys just did, and don't worry, I ignored the shit all of
So
you guys
all you
talking
single
about.
people, that gives you time to go rub one out real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So you ain't
hey,
got no
hey, hey.
excuses.
Wow.
All you guys talk about Valentine's Day. All right, it's in the past. All right, fuck Valentine's Day. That's what
Oh,
I'm on.
what?
Shit.
The simp is
I
saying
ain't no simp. Oh,
forget
hold on. I
Valentine's
seen this.
Day?
You guys were talking about simp, and you guys brought out my name. I ain't no simp, bro. I fucked it. I know I
Yeah.
admitted it, but I ain't no simp, right? I'll tell best believe.
Sipping ain't
Nigga.
easy.
Let's be
Nigga,
honest.
Sipping
what
ain't
is the
easy.
nickname? What is the nickname in your
Hey,
channel, bro?
hold on.
It's
Hey, you know what's the definition?
what are we
You wanna
talking
know?
about?
You want to know what the
Hey,
definition of a simp is? The definition of a simp is everybody that is married or have a girlfriend right now. You're a simp.
I know,
Hey,
boy.
Gabe, what, hey,
I
what does
remember.
SC,
I remember.
hey, what
I
does SC
remember
do?
SC just being like, "Sipping ain't easy."
Hey,
Hey, Gabe, what does Eric do? You know what I'm saying? He dates to what?
He dates to marry, baby.
Hell no. Nah, that shit out the window.
hey, Eric be riding to the club bumping "Let's Get Married" by Jagged Edge and shit.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go before this gets even
I just
crazier.
want to get married.
Shout out to Jenny
Hey,
Mack
he's,
in this
hey, he's
building. What up,
stacking them
sis?
super
Hope all
chats.
is well. Shout out to Ja Raider in the building. What's good, y'all? Hopefully I didn't skip anybody. But on that note, let them know where they can find you. Let's start off with Twan. Twan, let them know, man. Let them know.
Hey, you know what
You
I'm
got any
saying?
words?
I got Twan Suave on the screen. I forgot to change that for Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to go back to Raider Twan. Raider Twan is on YouTube. Yes, right. Raider Twan is on YouTube. Subscribe if you like
Yep.
anything that I said, any text that I did. You know what I'm saying? Get ready for Raider Twan on YouTube. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? Twan on IG. You know what I'm saying? NWA all day. Again, if you guys need anything from me, you know what I'm saying? If you guys need to talk, if you guys need some prayer, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up on IG. You know what I'm saying? Confidential. I don't run people's business out there in the streets. So if you want to talk to me about anything, just hit me up on IG and we can connect for sure. And then Yes or Outdoors is on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Yes or Outdoors.
Gabe, let them know.
Shit, you can just find me fucking on YouTube at RaiderGate420, man. Just like that on the screen. Find me with that, or even on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, man. Just RaiderGate420. Stay tuned. Doing a show like we just talk about everything, anything and everything, any hot topic of the week, shit like that. Anything that comes to mind, anybody got any suggestions, fucking hit me up during the week. We talk about it during the fucking show. So we're gonna be doing that shit weekly. I know with this week, we didn't do it because we do it like Fridays usually, but yesterday was my mom's birthday, so we fucking took her out to eat, had a whole day. But for sure, we're gonna be doing this, Fridays, So just stay tuned. We're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be doing more of the smoke out hour. Fucking be right here with Eric. You know what I mean? Always in the chat. Whenever he invites me to. So thanks for inviting me, Eric. But yeah, man, just find me, man. Stay tuned, and yeah, just please subscribe, man, and just let's on road to 1K still. We keep it going, but yeah, for sure. And that's it, man.
We gotta get everybody to 1K, man. That's the goal. And Ern, let them know my dumbass co-host right here.
Okay, you can find me at where the fuck can you find me? You can find me at Westside Media on YouTube, Westside Sports Radio on Instagram, and let's see, on Friday and Saturday nights between the hours of 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. you can find me on top of Darrell's baby mama and his mama doing a threesome with both of them. What else?
Elmo?
Oh, and any other time you can find me out here shaking these bitch ass niggas as well as these nigga ass bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Break some
And
Gatorade.
yeah.
And you'll see them in an hour and 20 minutes. So that's gonna be good. You'll probably see
you
a couple
will.
of guys in an hour.
That's right. Today's Saturday. You're gonna find me on Black Saturday. We having barbecue pork fried rice tonight, baby.
I'm gonna go and watch this all-star shit. I'm gonna go see I'm gonna go and do that. Grab some to eat. I'm gonna go out to In-N-Out. You feel me? And yeah, I'm gonna have a good time today on Saturday. So shout out to everybody, man. Blessings to you guys and your families. Just kidding. I'm not going to In-N-Out. Nobody get no ideas. Anyways, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Bugsy. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate you guys, man. I'm gonna go chill and watch this all-star shit. It probably already started, huh?
I think so. I think it started at 5.
I'm gonna go watch this.
WWE Elimination Chamber is tonight too.
Oh, I'll watch that too. Shit, I'm gonna be in my room watching
watch
that shit. You know
both.
what? I'm about to turn
Watch
this shit
both.
on.
All right, now for sure, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Stay up.
guys.
in and
Blessings to you guys
Peace
and your
out,
families.
peace
If
out.
you guys want to
Eric,
find me,
stay on. I want to talk to you after.
All right, SC Experience, aka your boy Eric, man. That's where you can find me, SC Experience. On that note, so does that mean Eric will not watch Black Saturday? I'm gonna watch that too. On my laptop, I'm gonna have the YouTube. On my phone, I'm gonna have the All Star Game, and on the TV, I'm gonna have what was I gonna say? Fuck, I forgot the other thing. Anyways, shout out to everybody, man. Blessings to you guys and your families. Thank you for joining me on this Saturday, man. I'm gonna chill, lay back. You feel me? I'm probably gonna get some Uber Eats because I'm too lazy to go anywhere. The Miz almost tied the All-Star game. That's facts. But shout out to you guys. Blessings to you guys, families. Tough time never lasts, but tough people do. And you guys are also tough people, man. I appreciate you guys. On that note, y'all, this was the SC Experience and my wonderful panel, man. And we are out. Peace.
Mr. Positive.
Positivity.